Hey there, X Direct. Back for session 4 of Control. This is later than I normally stream, but I've already been to bed for like a hot minute, so we're probably just gonna stay up for the day. Probably. Don't hold me to that. Got me some food. These guys are already well aware of my presence. Holy fuck. Spawn there. Oh, right in front of me. Okay, so this links together. Good to know. Man, I'm really glad that we upgraded our launch. You can turn that light out. That's dumb. I have all these cool powers. I can't knock over a light. And our way in is locked. Or at least our perceived way in. We think outside of the box. It would come up with something new. Oh shit. That thing should not exist here. That makes this very deadly. Yikes. I mean, that thing's invincible.
Not what I expected.
This is where I would have put a control point. Oh yeah, we're just in the entrance of this place. Jeez. So we can bypass that in the future at least. So there is some activity down there. It's not the good kind. But I see 2 dudes. I mean, that doesn't really matter because dudes can literally just spawn in, but it's good knowing what's already down there, I guess. Let's see if we can maintain this upper level. Oh no, not really. I mean, we can, but it's... We might be able to snipe this. We might be able to. Let's go ahead and nab this one while we haven't been detected yet. Oh, that started it. Fuck. Where's that guy at? You know what? You're useful. Be my Valentine. I don't know how they're hitting me so quick. Ooh. That. Now that was a fight. That was bullshit. Yeah, we're all full up. So let's get this party started. it sucked that I really couldn't maintain that high spot for very long. You'd think I would have had quite the advantage on the high ground, but not as much of one as you'd think. At least not as much as I hoped. Not more of these, is there? Oh yeah, we can't even begin to make that jump. Fuck. Levitate might be a little better for that. Press the button, not press the button.
And there it is, right where you led me. The HRAs, the prisms, they mean something to you. I need to get this prism to Marshall before it's too late.
Shit.
HRAs, then Dylan.
They invading. There's what, like 3 of them running around there? I see 2 that are pretty much right on top of each other. Yeah, those things are no fucking joke. Shit. I don't think it can get up here. It can get up if I... Oh, it works one direction. think we might just fast travel to where she's at. Oh, Central Executive is where we're going. Alright.
Pope wants us to compile all of Darling's data entries for the past month. They didn't physically find prism.
His corrupted organisms vary so wildly. What's the connection? Hi, Jesse. I keep finding traces of Darling, but still can't find him. Where could he be? He's usually in his office in research, or one of his labs. Dr. Darling has quite a few, all around the Bureau. Could be hiding in any one of them. I check myself, but I don't have access to most of them. Sounds like I touched a nerve. He didn't let you into his labs? Not all of them, no. Some had volatile material. It's ridiculous. I mean, this whole place is volatile material. Could have at least thought of a more convincing lie. I mean, how can I work without access to all the data possible? This place has a bad habit of moving around, huh? So you noticed the building shifts. Did you know that 39% of Bureau accidents are caused by the shifts? It's true. I ran the numbers myself. So they're dangerous. Oh, very. At one time, a shark got shifted into a meeting room along with over 2,000 gallons of water. It was a tiger shark. Darling's pet research project. I forget what he was researching. How do people work here? You said you're an assistant? Oh, it's just a title. I'm a scientist, a researcher. I work for Dr. Darling. See, when Bureau agents go out in the field, the sites of altered world events, we study the materials, the altered items they bring back. It's always something we've never seen before, and studying them requires new instruments, methodologies, sometimes entirely new fields of science. Emily really loves her job. See, there's no guidebook for what we do here. Everything that happens at the Bureau, including the science, is without precedent. What exactly is the Ocean View Motel? That's a bigger question than you might think. You see, I have extreme doubts that the motel is a single place. I mean, look at all the doors inside it. Where do they all go? We know that one door leads to the oldest house, but how come we can only ever open that one door? Maybe to open a door, you have to have entered through it. So if every door leads to a different dimension, plane, reality, whatever you want to call it, then I believe that the motel is firm proof that parallel universes exist. Does Darling agree with that? I haven't told him yet. I'm waiting until I can prove it. What can you tell me about control points? They're nexus points of the oldest house's unique energies. Now, I wrote a 30-page proposal hypothesizing that we could siphon energy directly from them. Darling didn't even get through the first page before he turned it down. Right. And, has anyone ever used them to teleport around? What, no. What, I mean, you mean physically? No, not that I've ever heard of. Why? Because that's how they work for me. What? Really? Oh my god. More tests. Let's hold off on the tests until later, okay? Okay. It's just, wow. This blows my control point theories right out of the water. I love it. See you soon. Be careful out there.
word on survivors?
Located. Safe. Survivors inside. We're waiting on HRA.
Wonderful. Keep me updated.
Had to take a detour into the quarry, but I found plenty. Here.
We will start HRA production immediately. I promised I'd tell you about Dylan once you helped us.
This is it. She knows. 17 years I've waited.
Your brother is here. He was once known as Prime Candidate 6, codenamed P6. We brought him here after the Ordinary event. He was groomed to be the future director. He had talents far beyond any other candidate in the program.
Of course he did. We found you together. We share a bond. Are you with him now? So you kidnapped him?
We took him in. Your parents vanished along with every other adult in Ordinary. Eventually, his power changed him. There were casualties. He wasn't fit to be the director.
Did you know about this? Is this why you didn't bring me here sooner? Were you keeping me away? Where is Dylan?
He's kept in the containment sector, in the Panopticon.
My brother. I thought we were the same. What if we are? I'm going. Now.
I expected as much. I need to go check on something. Something I cannot let the Hiss find. It shouldn't take long, but you must watch the Bureau while I'm gone. And remember, Dylan is dangerous. Do not let him out, Director Faden.
How do I make her stop calling me that? I'm not here for them. Nothing simple here. These people took my brother, but they've accepted me without question. Are they my enemies or my friends? I need to see Dylan. I need to know. I wish you could tell me what you know, explain things. Just stay with me, okay? I could use a friend right now.
It's ridiculous. Pope's grasping the straw.
Woo! That's expensive, but that I can already tell you that's worth. Yeah, we're just gonna hang out on that
If
one.
this is a frequency, then why couldn't it vibrate molecules in order to alter human physiology?
No Hiss followed you in, right?
Think about it. Precision network
Whew.
Containment sector. Panopticon. Altered items. Maximum security prison. Dangerous.
Of course, we're going to watch that right away. Anytime something new comes in on the hotline, we're going to watch it.
The containment sector, the Panopticon, is home to the altered items we find and contain. It is a maximum security prison. It's a vault for the most valuable treasures on Earth. It's a powder keg big enough to blow this world to dust. A temple, a place of worship filled with idols of angry gods. It's all of these, and none of them. It's something more profound, unbelievable, unknowable. Something worse. Altered items. We've found many. They appear mundane, but nothing could be further from the truth. They are all powerful, dangerous. They press heavy on our minds because that's their nature. They've been altered because we can't stop thinking about them. We put them on altars because they're used to being worshipped. This keeps them calm. We contain them, but they don't want to be controlled. We study them to discover what makes them tick. If this place were ever reached, it would be chaos of biblical proportions.
Dickhead. You are so fucked. Wasn't expecting a confrontation on my way back. Confrontation. That probably just leads to the lower levels. I'm not as interested. Nanny? Oh. I went the wrong way. Doodly 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 doo. I wonder if these names came from anything in particular. Okay, I guess we're going through the medical wing then. Oh. Ooh. Shield dude after shield dude. I just find it kind of strange that, like, aside from, whatever, Pope, like, no one made it to any shelters. They're all just floating around, being lazy. Like, I think that's kind of fucky, man. I don't think I have clearance to this door. I don't. Holy shit! That was a little terrifying. Bullets does not work on those guys very well. Who else wants some? We'll backtrack for a second because I got fucked up. Yeah, I was about to say there should be tons of health in here. Which, I mean, there's a lot, but to be fair, these things don't give much by themselves. Let's check out some of those mods. Yeah, I've never seen, I guess, some of the shield mods. Oh, they weren't as good as I thought. I like the headshot damage one. That's a nice boost to reward good aim. I'm getting baited. Man, that was fucked up. I turned around, there's a goddamn army of them leeching towards me. Have I been through? I don't think I've been here, but I've been to places that are similar to this. Yeah, I haven't been here, but I've been to similar places. Ooh. No. Oh. Well, it's good to see that those kind of mods do exist.
P6 is what the Bureau calls Dylan. His cell's been breached. Has the Hiss found him? Are you there with him? Can you protect him? Well, that's a nice shortcut, I guess.
Holy shit. I wasn't expecting his face. Ugh. Huh? That's fucking weird. The room's upside down. Okay. This is pretty standard. There's fucking blood coming out from under the door. Bet that fixes the first room. Key did I get this time? I didn't get any particular key. Doesn't unlock any of these either, huh? Alright. Well, let's head back to the oldest house.
It's been a long time since Dylan and I knew each other. I've wondered about him. What kind of man he'd grow up to be. Were things as hard for him as they were for me? Maybe in here, they were even harder.
P6 cell. Wow. This dude just fucking chilling. Oh, I mean, he's got guards with him, so he's not too crazy. I'm gonna regret that.
Oh, hello. Is there something I can help you with?
I'm Jessie, the new director. I need to get inside.
New director? Right, well, okay. Hello, I'm Frederick Langston, the Panopticon supervisor. It's not the best time for a tour. We have hiss everywhere, numerous cell breaches, and system failures across the board, but you're the director, so here we go. Founded by Zachariah Trench, the Panopticon is our state-of-the-art repository for all altered items.
I don't have time for this.
Power and...
I was told Dylan Faden was kept here. Can you help me find him?
Faden? Sure. Darling wanted him somewhere secure and isolated away from people. He's in the maximum security cells, upper level. But there's currently a pressing matter, ma'am. We've got an object of power loose in there. It's wrecking the place. The Benikoff TV, it's a real doozy. Salvador took a team in to handle it, but no one's heard from them for hours. This is a Category 5 OOP we're talking about, and if we don't contain it soon, it will tear the Panopticon apart. And we don't want all those altered items getting loose, ma'am. No, trust me.
Dylan's in there.
Open the door, Langston. I'll handle it.
If you say so. I usually tell first-timers not to touch anything, so, just do that. Here, I'll get the door for you. And please, ma'am, call me Fred.
Thanks, Langston.
She gets to be on the end of that.
Security cameras aren't working. How do I get those fixed?
Panopticon. Dylan's close. But that object of power might wreck this place before I find him.
Oh, there's a whole underside of this bridge. And dead dudes. Damn, I'm good. I know that probably doesn't seem like much, but that felt great. No goodies I missed under here, right? Yeah, I think I got the only one. We're starting to get better mods. I wish I could upgrade my guns. They keep these under constant surveillance. It's crazy to think what kind of powers I could potentially get from these if they would let me. Alright, so it's on level 5.
Something went wrong with the Bureau's plan to make Dylan the next director.
What the fuck's going
Marshall
on
made
up
it sound
there?
like it was all Dylan's fault, but how much of it was what the Bureau did to him? I don't think she's telling me everything.
Oh. Hi there, buddy. Can't aim my gun right now anyways, so I know I'll have to kill those guys, at least not right that second. Might have to shortly, but it's an AI containment altered item.
Hello? Is anyone there?
What are you doing in there?
Oh, thank God. Look, someone has to watch this object at all times, or it deviates. My ship replacement never showed up. Can you help me?
Damn.
I can't, I'm sorry. There's an emergency. I'll come back, I promise.
Okay, just don't forget. I can't stare at this thing much longer.
Oh, after he's been found. Got it. I can do that better. So let's track the Dylan mission. The me mission. It feels weird. You don't see characters named Dylan that much. Which I don't know if I've ever really said my name on here, but it's not really been like a big secret. I don't really care. As evidenced by some people finding me on Facebook already, it's not difficult to find me, nor do I mind that it's not difficult to find me. I don't really try that much to hide. Oh shit. Double shit. They're shielded too. Finally! God, that feels like RNG, man. You alright, homies? You got shit on lockdown up here? The fuck you do? Y'all lucky I'm a goddamn monster. Well, again, I might actually be kind of a monster. I was expecting a secret and I didn't get it. Because I had expectations that were not given to me. And they weren't met. I'm still disappointed with the developer. Sorry, I work customer service, so that kind of shit irks me. The Twisted Passage.
That's the object of power. I need to cleanse it.
Sure, I'll just walk right up to it. Stop acting like you're better than me, TV! It ran away. It finally let me control. Shit again? Oh, that's disorienting as shit. We got like a little office here, but then. Huh. Well. Fuck. I'm not too surprised. The game did like kind of hint towards this as being a thing. Ooh. That's trouble. You can't kill them in advance. Oh shit, that's a boss. Fuck you, dude. The telekinesis is working really wonky. Fuck! Alright. I don't know what way is right and what way isn't. I'm just kind of hoofing it.
Salvador, the head of security. His team didn't stand a chance against the Hiss. No one here does. Okay, the TV. Another object of power going nuts. Here we go again.
God damn it.
Okay, dealt with the TV. Now I can find Dylan.
I wonder what happens when their bar depletes. Okay, they die. So that is a death sentence. Not gonna lie, that thing's kind of disturbing to see down the hallway. Like, some of these are just kind of whatever, alright, like, cool, I guess. Then you get, like, a big ass swan or a refrigerator. Water dispenser. Or water cooler. So I never really understood those because they don't really keep the water that cold.
Dylan. He's so close.
Oh, and yeah, he just fucked everything up.
Hello? Can you hear me? Jesse, are you there? Jesse!
Emily? He's gone. Dylan isn't here. He might be nearby. Or maybe the hiss got to him. I don't know.
Jesse, listen. Dylan's here. With us. He just walked in. He says he is giving himself up. He's been affected by the hiss, but he is different than the others. We must isolate him.
I'm on my way. We need to get back. I have to see my brother.
Yeah, they can do all that, but your boys got some stuff to do here. Man, he must have been real fucking dangerous to have such a big staging area dedicated to him. Yeah, I just wanted to get like a good look at his cell.
Much for your time today, Dylan. Like I said, I want to talk about Jessie. I just want to get your perspective. What do you think of her? What kind of person is she? That sort of thing.
I adored my sister. When I was little, I mean, back in Ordinary.
And you don't anymore?
When I first got here, sure. I'd always hoped she'd come too. Find me, to take me home. We went everywhere together. Why should this be any different? Casper said she could come too, to the Bureau. If she wanted to. But she never did.
Why do you think that is?
Because she didn't care about me. She always wanted to be out on her own, seeing the world. She always said so. I guess she got what she wanted.
Great. So, she wanted to see the world. Did she ever mention any place in particular?
Why?
We like to ask questions around here, you know that. Any particular cities, towns, landmarks, anything like that?
I don't remember.
What about family and friends? Were you close with anyone living outside of Ordinary?
I'm done with this. Tell Casper I want pizza for lunch today.
Dylan, wait, we're not...
He really is me. I want pizza for lunch today. I want pizza for lunch today. Hello. So you absolutely can go to the other floors. If you're willing to float between them. Ooh. Maybe don't head in there just yet. I wonder where it's gonna checkpoint me at. Oh. Just brought me right here.
Keep your eyes open.
Hey, what can I do?
Oh, you're back. Oh, thank you, thank you. If I look away, I don't know what this thing will do. You have to get me out of here. The door can only be opened by the Panopticon supervisor. That's Langston, if he's still around.
Langston. Yeah, I know him. I'll go ask him how to get you out.
Please hurry. My eyes, they can't.
Hey, calm down. Just focus. What's your name?
Focus. Right. My name's Philip, and I think I can hold on for a bit. It's just my eyes. My eyes hurt so much.
Just hang on, Philip.
Listen to this. Containment failure in Panopticon cell 69.
Nice.
Get it? 69.
I do not see what is humorous about an escaped paranatural entity originating from cell 69, sir.
But you just said it. Come on, you guys. It's funny.
There's someone named Philip up in a cell. He's watching a refrigerator and very rapidly losing it.
Philip? Oh shit, I forgot about fridge duty. He's been in there for over a day. I totally forgot.
You forgot about him?
There's a lot going on. The hiss, the Benikoff TV. Considering the number of things I'm juggling, ma'am, I think it's...
Listen, it's fine. We just need to get him out of there. He said you'd be able to open the cell door?
Yeah, I can unlock it on my terminal. There. Done. Door open. But Philip can't just leave. The fridge is behaving erratically. Ocular contact is the only thing that seems to placate it. If we don't have someone in there watching it 24/7, people will die.
I'll figure something out. I'm pretty good with these things.
Being pretty good with altered items isn't standard bureau procedure, ma'am.
He doesn't know us very well.
Do you like working at the FBC?
Sure. I mean, yeah, the drama's a bit much, but I get better benefits here than I would over at the Postal Service. I checked. Better healthcare. That's not to say I don't like my job, ma'am. Been here over 15 years. No one knows the Panopticon collection better than me. I'm, close to them, in a way.
I can't tell if that's creepy or normal here.
How do you keep the altered items under control?
It depends on the item. Each one has different needs. Ritualistic touches go a long way. Singing to them.
Did he say
Flipping the
singing?
lights 3 times, that sort of thing. It's not superstition if it works.
What's the difference between objects of power and altered items?
Think of them like storms. Objects of power are like tropical cyclones or hurricanes for the uneducated. They're big, rare, and scary. Of course, directors can just bind the OOP and become the eye of the storm. Altered items are more like weird thunderstorms. Some may rain frogs, some may rain corn, but they all rain something.
And how does the hiss factor into all that?
It's changing them, making them aggressive. Now they're all raining, I don't know, knives. Knife rain.
Nice metaphor.
Did you work closely with Trench?
Oh, he spent most of his time with Darling and all them. The inner circle. Not that I care.
Trench certainly had his favorites.
He did stop in occasionally to scowl and smoke. Did you know the Bureau has a no-smoking policy? It does. Just not for Trench. Still, he is the one who put aside funding for the Panopticon. The man did have vision.
How did you get this job?
Started as a junior agent because my uncle knew a guy. From there I got put on a desk until an accident left the containment sector severely understaffed. At which point I got bumped up to management. Put in a steady 8 hours a day for another 10 years and voila, supervisor.
I just picked up a gun. Or a gun picked me.
I'll see you later, Langston.
I'll be here, like always.
Yeah, let's go check with old Philly boy. Make sure he's not losing his shit. I love that instant transfer.
Hello? Jesse?
I'm back. I'm coming in.
Thank you. Oh, thank you, thank you. Jesse? The French is doing something!
Philip?
If I look away, it hurts me. This sounds like the board, but I can't understand it. Fuck?
Huh? Wasn't expecting a hole in the floor, nor was I expecting a huge fucking whatever that was. I'd be okay starting the beginning of that fight again.
Hello? Jesse?
I'm back. I'm coming in.
Thank you. Jesse? The French is doing something!
Philip? If I look away, it hurts me.
Yeah, the board.
This sounds like the board, but
The board has
can't
no
understand
power
it.
here. That's because there's no black triangle. Yeah, it does leave a bit of a crater there. I hate the damn holes in the stage. They make no sense. Honestly, the boss is pretty easy.
Hello? Jesse?
I'm back. I'm coming in.
Thank you. Oh, thank you, Jesse. The bridge is doing something.
Philip? Philip? If I look away, it hurts me. This sounds like the board, but I can't understand it. Fuck?
There's no Black Pyramid here. The fridge seems fixed. Did fighting that thing off change something?
It's a damn shame that it got him.
Numerous cell breaches at every level. These hiss things are a bad influence. How'd it go? Where's Philip?
Philip's gone. Something happened before I could get him out.
Poor Philip. He never did like fridge duty. But if you're here, then who's watching the fridge?
The fridge is fine now. I took care of it.
You don't just take care of altered items. What did you do?
I touched it and wound up in the astral plane. This thing was in there. It was huge, had one big eye. Wasn't friendly.
We've been getting reports from the astronauts lately about something fitting that description. The astral plane is usually connected to our world through objects of power, not altered items. If this thing is linking itself to altered items, then it's clearly powerful. This may happen again.
Do you think that thing is what got Philip?
Must have been. The Panopticon is a dangerous place. The agents all know the risks. But, since you're some sort of altered item whisperer, I've got a list of others for you to corral. The hiss are causing containment breaches left, right, and center. Here, start with these. I'll see if there are any others missing while you're gone. My life just got a whole lot easier.
I'll see you later, Langston.
What's that one? Oh, it's 5 side missions.
I'll be here, like always.
Ooh. Oh, so the traffic light's here in the Panopticon. I might as well grab that one. And Medical Wing's not too far from here. It's nice just to be able to, like, delete people like that. They couldn't give you really any more. Huh. We'll check into what we can to try to find it. I'm not going to the archives. The archives can eat my ass. There's our way up. I mean, as far as I can tell, I've searched everything except this floor. There is a level 6, and 7, and 8. Look at that, there's even bridges and shit to get there. I just need a height boost, I think. For some reason that terrifies me. I think it's the lighting around it is so weird. I don't think I can levitate up that high. I don't know where it's at, so we may have to come back to that mission, because I don't really want to waste much more time on it. I've already wasted a bunch and have done nothing. Oh. That'll be worth it. Nice. We'll go ahead and get that first one.
Did you hear that the Hiss prisoner they captured is the director's brother?
Brother? And she brought him here? She's gonna get us all killed.
What if she's working with the Hiss? Isn't it strange? She should just...
What are you doing? Y'all. What the fuck?
Oh my god, did she have to write everything in a made-up gibberish code? Fucking Marshall with her CIA spy shit, god. I don't think I ever told you this, but I was actually on the path to being a ranger once. Did the whole boot camp thing, even got rookie status. Anyway, not the point. My own ranger squad was a great bunch. There was 6 plus me. Remus, Hazard, Cho, Guy, Hepton, Stoll, and Thompson. They were supposed to get back from an expedition yesterday. We had beers and wings planned. Problem is, they weren't here when Darling handed out the HRAs.
Then they had nothing protecting them from the Hiss.
You see, they prepped for the worst, but I think that we're already past that. We all wore these pouches around our neck, and I really don't want the Hiss to get them. Could you find them for me? The squad would have come back through maintenance, but they probably spread out from there.
I'll keep an eye out for them, Arish. And I won't let them stay Hiss.
What's the deal with Blackrock?
Oh, fuck. Don't get me started on Blackrock. You know, ever since research found out that it blocks paranatural stuff, they have just been parading dangerous materials in and out of the fucking quarry. Fucking lab coats, man. Love making my job harder.
Sounds like there's some tension between departments.
Still, at least the quarry's got a good view of the night sky. You know, me and Salvador used to have after-work beers down there.
What do you know about Dr. Darling?
About as much as anybody, I guess. Head of research, loves to hear himself talk. All of those science types absolutely do. Now he's been acting a little bit psycho recently. Although HR told me not to use that word, so...
Everyone thinks finding Darling will lead us to the answers. But if he's completely lost it, then what help could he be?
You're security, right? Do you work with Rangers?
Not often. Rangers are specially trained in threshold reconnaissance and ground zero AWE response. Security is more interested in the dangers inside the Bureau.
They must see some weird stuff out there.
Oh yeah, definitely. You know, every week they are tackling things that were previously unknown to the human experience. Most Rangers, they retire due to cognitive collapse. I looked up the medical definition. Not fun.
How does the Bureau handle thresholds?
Handle might be a bit of an optimistic way to put it. Marshall sends her Rangers in to map them, check growth rates, locate epicenters, take samples, measure stuff, basically.
Sounds like he's done his homework.
Now, down in maintenance, thresholds are used just like any other tool. Lab coats mine black rock from one, maintenance siphons water from another. We use it for pretty much everything, except drinking.
Why don't you drink it?
Do I even want to know?
Yeah, a lot of time we find these little chunks in it. It's pretty gross.
I didn't want to know.
What do you think of Marshall?
Marshall? Marshall's a fucking badass. Rangers could not ask for a better leader. She's a little, you know, intense, but given the stuff she's seen, I'm not surprised. She does have a bad habit of disappearing, though.
Where does she go?
Last time she vanished, I did some digging into the security logs. I found camera footage of her entering the quarry. She was down there alone for days. Now, typically that's not allowed, but Marshall is kind of above the rules.
I wonder what she finds so interesting in the quarry.
I have to go.
Me too. You're not the only one who's busy, you know. Stop by any time.
The resonance emitted from the HRAs is purely antithetical to every variant of the Hiss signal I can arrange. But how did Darling create it?
It's happening. After all these years, Dylan is here. But am I too late?
How is he? I need to know.
He's clearly been affected by the Hiss, but it's different than any other manifestation we've recorded. Maybe what makes you so special is genetic. He was a prime candidate. Or maybe it's Polaris protecting him, something else affecting the situation. I need to run tests. He seems more in control, more present.
I want to see him.
My brother? Or is he?
Of course. Now, Marshall set up an HRA-warded cage to contain him. It's on the upper floor, up the stairs.
Okay, I need to go.
Jesse, be careful.
Hey there, Faden.
I found this token. Any idea what it does?
Ah, that is a jukebox token. Little bastards turn up in the weirdest places, like bad pennies. The Rangers use them to activate an old object of power.
A jukebox, I assume. Does it have any good songs?
Nope, just the one record. Hey, be careful turning it on, though. When it's playing, you get a free trip to the formation.
The formation? That sounds ominous.
Why does it send you there?
The Bureau has been wondering that for years. I mean, it's just a pile of rocks built by God knows who, but... Well, researchers have confirmed it's in the same threshold as the quarry. But no one's ever been able to map a physical route to the formation for maintenance.
So it's in the quarry. You just don't know where.
Pretty much. We only send in annual expeditions to the formation now. Checkups, Salvador calls them. This year's team went in the day the hiss arrived. Come to think of it, the song should have brought back hours ago.
I can go in and take a look.
I'd appreciate that. The jukebox is kept just past the security booth over there. Just put in the token and enjoy the ride.
I have to go.
Me too. You're not the only one who's busy, you know. We're gonna get through this.
Why haven't we dissected that freak mutation we locked up? We can learn so much from its physiology.
He's a valuable resource, Alive. And Pope forbade any physical effort. Of course, if you disagree, you can always go tell him.
No, that's fine.
Look at me, everybody. I'm a trolley. Hi, everybody.
I heard that he voluntarily entered captivity. That's what Pope said anyway.
She doesn't know what she's talking about.
I wonder if this is where the jukebox is at. I was always meaning to come back here anyways. Is there any other cool shit in here first? It looks like we're about to head to the formation. This game is so fucking weird. Though, like, I understand it now. It's not as, like, brain hurty. It's a little brain hurty. We're just nowhere. Okay. I wish I could get more height. Half shark, alligator, half man. Oh, I guess.
Stars. That certainly looks like the same sky as the quarry. Guess I should look for those rangers. A flashing light. They must have gone that way.
This just looks like a big ass combat arena to me.
all dead. These things killed them all. There are so many.
Hey, that's the trophy for all the collectibles. Well, that's actually only half. But it's okay, that's all you need.
The hiss. They're here.
Ooh! They're a step above. Not impossible at all, but formidable. Huh? I think maybe it only lets you stay there for so long.
Guess the song ended. Good timing.
This is Lynn Salvador, head of Bureau Security. I'm making a formal security order due to the incident in April, case number 21HQ593. Improper use of the jukebox altered item led to 2 fatalities. We believe a pair of agents used the jukebox to travel to the quarry threshold and engage in inappropriate workplace behavior. An expedition team found them decomposing at the formation's base a week later. At least we found out the jukebox doesn't bring corpses back when the song ends. I'm having the jukebox placed in a secure location in the executive sector. It should never have been accessible to low clearance staff in the first place. The new location security and proximity to a high traffic area will prevent misuse while still allowing for expedition teams to access it when required. See me for any further details.
If they're in there, we go around that way. There you are. Did you find those Rangers at the formation?
I found them. But it's not good news. The Hiss got there first. Lots of them.
Oh, another dead team. Jesus. You know, I should have seen this coming. The formation, it's got like a pull to it. Things just end up there. I'm sure you saw all the junk from the Bureau lying around.
There were a lot of Hiss, Arish. I mean, a lot. Did they get pulled in too?
Or they forced their way in. The formation is just a big question mark to us. But who knows? You might even find some useful stuff down there. All I know is we cannot let the Hiss get comfortable.
Sounds like you have a plan.
Uh-huh. A simple one. You need to find more tokens and clear the Hiss the fuck out of the formation.
That is simple.
Oh, and I found a file on the formation while you were gone. You take a look for yourself if you want. A lot of the terms in there are way beyond me. I don't like to overcomplicate these situations. When in doubt, fuck it. Shoot something, right?
Real helpful, Arish.
I try.
I have to go.
Me too. You're not the only one who's busy, you know.
Don't get sloppy out there.
already getting other survivors out of safe rooms.
Great. Maybe I can get back to my office soon. Never having a door to close on me.
I think you're gonna have
Just when I thought things were stabilizing, Marshall abandons us.
What do you know about this Arish guy?
I heard some rangers saying you saved them in maintenance. They were attacked by a new kind of hiss.
All right, but still, a security guard leading rangers? I don't know if I like thinking
It's weird. Maybe a little unsettling when you first see the room, but yeah, we got a couple of fives. It's weird.
Marshall orders us to just sit on our asses and then leaves?
God, yes.
How are you?
They're endangering us by bringing a hiss. But they're still around and doing stuff.
Happiness comes, white pearls, the yellow and red in the eye. Through a mirror, you are a worm through time. The thunder's home distorts you. Happiness comes, white pearls, but yellow and red in the eye. Through a mirror, inverted is made right. Leave your insides by the door. Push the fingers through the surface into the way. You've always been in here. You've walked us to the trail. We stand around you while you dream. You can almost hear our words, but you forget. Through time, the thunder's home distorts you. Happiness comes, white pearls, but yellow and red in the eye. Through a mirror, the inverted is made right. Leave your inside. You are a worm through time.
Shit.
The thunder's home distorts you.
That's Dylan.
White pearls,
Can
but
you
yellow
hear me?
and red in the eye.
Oh, come on, Dylan. I'm here. I found you.
Into the way. You've always been in here. You've walked us to the trail.
Do you know who I am? Oh, you know me. Say it.
You are Dylan Faden's sister.
He's talking in the third person. Always a good sign. Do you know who you are?
Not Dylan. Trench and Darling made sure of that. I'm P6. P6. But I'm better now. The hiss made me better. Push the fingers through the surface into the wet. You've always been the new you. You want this to be true.
Can you stop that? Please?
Not exactly the reunion I'd hoped for.
It feels good to say those words. I want to say them. They sound good. They make me feel good. Don't you want to say them too?
No. Fuck off, no. You need to help me get this thing out of his head. If he is still in there, if there is anything left, you have to help me.
You came in through the hole in you. We let you in. You've always been here. The only truth. A copy of a copy of a copy of a copy.
Stop it!
Orange peel.
Shit. Shit. He can see you. This is not safe.
We found Polaris together with my sister when we were very small. In Ordinary. In the desert, through the door opened up by the slide projector. But she didn't help when Trench took me away. She didn't give me any powers. All the powers are my own powers. She didn't help when they locked me up for years.
After the song time for applause, we build you till nothing remains. The egg cracks and the truth will emerge out of you. You are home.
The Bureau brought the slide projector back here with me. And the Bureau did what the Bureau does. They used it. And they found... They opened the door up to the hiss. That's the only thing I can thank them for.
There. There it is. We stopped the Altered World event in Ordinary when we shut down the slide projector. And now the projector's here.
An earworm is a tune you can't stop humming in a dream. Baby, 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 yeah. Just plastic. So safe. Nothing to worry about. Funny.
I welcomed the hiss. I let it in. To get rid of her. The hiss set me free. Polaris is using you. The Bureau is using you. You are a puppet.
You can almost hear our words, but you forget.
If we shut off the slide projector, maybe that will stop the hiss.
Regulations.
Maybe it's not too late for my brother.
You must see the truth for yourself, Jesse. Sister. The horrible truth about the Bureau. The hiss is the better option. Go to the Prime Candidate program in the containment sector. I have the keycard to get you there. Salvador wanted me to have it.
Wanted? Bullshit. I saw what the hiss did to Salvador. What it turned him into.
Okay, Dylan. I'll go. I want to see the truth for myself.
I'll go. But only to look for the slide projector. You can help me. We can end this.
You are a worm through time. You are a worm through time. The thunder's haunted.
I don't know what else I'm hoping to find here.
Dylan. Can we talk?
I'd like to tell you about a dream I had last night.
Off to a good start.
Okay. I'm listening.
I was back in Ordinary, before all of this happened. But in the dream, I was alone. It was just me. I was the only child. A girl. My name was Jesse Dylan Faden. But then the Bureau came and caught me, brought me back here. lock me up. Have you ever noticed that our names, Jesse, Dylan, they could be girls' names, boys' names, could be anything. Don't you find that weird? I find that weird.
Sure. What the hell was that? Is he trying to mess with me?
You are armed through time. The thunder distorts you.
Like, I know that
Maybe
there are
Dylan's
some
still
girls
in
named
there.
Dylan, but I feel
Maybe
that's
there's a way to
pretty
reach him.
rare.
I'd like to talk to my brother, please.
Dylan?
Dylan would like to tell you about a dream he had just now.
This again?
I was going to be the new director of this place. I helped you get a job here so that we could be together. You were an office assistant. You'd make coffee and deliver the mail, and there was always plenty of work to do. And it stayed that way forever and ever. It was nice. Really nice.
That's debatable.
But here's the strange thing. The dream shifted, and none of it was real anymore. It was a game. We were in a game, and it was a fucking boring game. But you couldn't stop playing. And then it shifted again. Or maybe it was another dream already. Or maybe I'm just confusing them. But in this other dream, it was more like a musical. This is an ordinary song about an ordinary girl from an ordinary town. It's the ordinary story. She worked an ordinary job in an ordinary office. Something. And that's all I can remember of that dream.
Maybe that's for the best.
We're gonna leave him alone.
You are armed through time. The thunderstorm distorts you. Happiness comes, white pearls, but yellow and red. You are armed through time.
It's probably up through security. let's check that out. Always down to check out some hotline stuff.
After North Moore stepped down, I doubled every effort to find new prime candidates. There was no one. No one but me. That wasn't good enough. I pushed hard. I never wanted the Bureau to end up in that situation again. The Bureau needs a director. Always. When my time reaches an end, I want more options on the table. P1 through P5 were all false leads, dead ends, and disappointments. Then P6, Dylan Faden. He fell into our arms. No parents, they're gone, casualties of an AWE. The boy has exceptional talent. The oldest house will be his home. We'll build him from the ground up. He'll be trained and taken care of. Darling can be in charge of this project. I can't. I'll stay away. I will not fail the boy like I failed my own family. My daughter and my wife. We weren't careful enough back then. Something came home with me. I took work home. My Susanna got sick. When I realized my mistake, I wanted to bring her here for Darling to do what he could. Kate flat out refused. Civilian doctors treated our daughter, but they didn't have a clue. She died. Kate left me. Same old story. That was a long time ago. The Bureau is all I have now. And the prime candidates are our future. There are two, P6 and P7. We're spoiled for choice.
I can see you're upset, Meg. Why don't you tell Uncle Mr. Bones what's wrong?
I did bad on my clairvoyance test.
You can't ace every test, Meg. You see, everyone has different brains. Some brains can talk to each other. We call this ESP.
ESP?
Some brains can lift objects, like a baseball. Talk about a fly ball, eh, Meg? So who cares if you fail your clairvoyance test? Maybe your brain can throw baseballs, or talk to dead people, or make friends blind. Once we know what your brains can do, we'll know what job to give you. And if your brains are just right, you'll get to sit in the big chair.
What if I don't want the big chair?
What if I don't want the big chair?
Everyone wants the big chair, Meg!
That's why we're all here. Use those brains to listen for once, or the only chair you'll get in is the one with straps.
I wish things had gone differently in Ordinary for us. But wishing won't change things. Finding the projector will.
Ordinary. There's so much coming together in this one case. A new object of power, something we have not seen before. I mean, coming from me, that's saying something. And the boy, Dylan Faden, Prime Candidate 6. And the sister as well. I mean, once we catch up with her, but the boy, so much potential. We're talking Northmore level readings here. And I don't want to invoke his name. It's completely different circumstances here. It's remarkable. There was an incident. Yes. We lost a valuable member of our team, yes. Excessive force. Dylan has so much. But he's just a kid. I'll take the blame. He needs some slack. I mean, boys will be boys. He's exceptional and under a lot of stress. Robert's got killed. It's an unfortunate accident, that's all. Marshall needs to realize this. We will make this work. We'll make this work.
Is this what Dylan wanted me to see? It doesn't matter. We need to find that projector. All the times I felt paranoid, I was right. The Bureau could have given me the answers, but they just stood by and watched me.
We used to play there all the time. Me and Dylan, and other kids as well. We loved it. This time, I remember, was different. We found a way in, deeper into it, like it had shifted. We went inside, and that's where we found the slide projector.
A dump is a place for lost things. Things that have been thrown away. Did you ever feel that way when you were growing up, Jesse?
What? No. Yes, but that has nothing to do with...
Was there a slide projector at your home when you were small?
No.
Those were before your time, I suppose. But your family did look at photos together, maybe. In one form or the other?
Maybe.
When was this? Can you remember? At parties? Barbecues? How did it make you feel? Did your parents ever show pictures that embarrassed you? Was alcohol ever involved at these parties? Did your parents drink? Did that make you uncomfortable?
No! That's just stupid. Come on. That has nothing to do with this. Nothing.
The slide projector, let me ask you this. As a child, did you ever fantasize about worlds inside pictures? Inside a painting? You know, stepping into a painting, into a hidden world, escaping and finding adventure there, away from your parents.
I don't think so. I don't remember. Maybe. I don't know.
They studied what happened in Ordinary here. That's the place to start looking.
Wasn't really expecting that.
Prime candidates. Experiments. Very different ones, sure, but both in a cell of some sort. Am I out of the cell now, or is all this, the house and being the director, Just another cell. Who's really in charge here?
I was looking for one of these, so I was actually gonna rest up. Now that I have viewers, it's how it always happens. Figured I'd grab a couple hours of nap before work, just to be safe. But before we go, I want to check out that P7 candidate.
Of course we are.
Oh, you can't do it from here.
It started there, and it's never gone away.
Look at that, we can't upgrade shit. Alright, well, we're gonna leave it here. I will catch you guys tomorrow. Later.